6 or 7 years old.
So Jeremy is your dad?
Yes.
And who did he work with?
He worked with both of them. They both worked at Longmont Ford. Shanann
And Shanann Watts, and some responsibilities you might have had for babysitting their children.
Yes.
So how long have you known Chris and Shanann?
My dad used to work with them, and I think I got to meet them when I was around 6 or 7 years old.
So Jeremy is your dad?
Yes.
And who did he work with?
He worked with both of them. They both worked at Longmont Ford. Shanann was a salesperson, and Chris was a mechanic.
Okay. Do you remember when that was?
I would say probably in 2013 or 14-ish is when they all worked there at the same time.
What did your dad do there?
He was an internet manager.
Did your dad still work at?
No, he works at Siltahar Motors now.
Works at Siltahar. Okay, down in Boulder.
Yeah.
And do you know what Chris and Shanann do now?
Yes. Shanann advertises this thing called Thrive, which is a patch you wear that gives you like energy boosts, I guess. And then Chris does the oil company where they drill in the ground to find oil. I think it's called Anadarko.
Anadarko,
Yeah.
so he works there.
Yes.
And Shanann, does she mainly, or Shanann, sorry, mainly work from home?
Yes.
Or does she travel, or?
She travels for business when they have like conventions and stuff, and she posts on Facebook, and I think she advertises, and that's what her job is to advertise for Thrive.
Okay, so she's an advertiser, and he works in the oil industry.
Mm-hmm.
And so you think you've known them since 5 or 6 years?
Yeah.
So you babysit for them not on a regular basis or on a regular basis?
Not on a regular basis.
Okay. So how many times have you babysat for them?
Just once.
Once. And when was that?
Saturday night.
Okay, so today is the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Monday is the 13th. Sunday is the 12th.
So the 11th.
So the 11th.
Yes.
Okay, so you babysat for them on Saturday. What time did you start babysitting?
4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m.?
Yes.
And who asked you to babysit?
Chris had contacted my dad.
On what day?
Friday.
Do you know what time?
No, I do not know what time.
And he asked,
He asked if I could babysit their kids while he went to the Rockies game, and Shanann was out of town.
do you know who he was going to the Rockies game with?
He said something about how it was with his work or something from his work. Because my dad was going to the Broncos game that night, and my dad had invited him to go to the Broncos game because he had an extra ticket, and he said he couldn't because this is something from work.
So friends or something from work?
Yeah.
Did you see, so what time, how did you get to his house? Did you babysit there or did he come here?
I went there, my mom dropped me off.
And that was on Saturday.
Yes.
Your mom, what's your mom's name?
Jennifer.
Lindstrom?
Yes.
Do you know your mom's birthday?
July 1st, 1981.
It's awesome you
Yeah.
know your mom's birthday. So Saturday your mom drops you off. What time?
4:30.
Was anybody at the house?
Chris and his 2 daughters.
Okay. What are his daughters' names?
Celeste and Bella.
How old's Celeste?
She's 3 and Bella is 4.
Anybody else at the house besides those 3?
No.
So tell me what happens. Your mom drops you off. Does your mom come in with you?
No.
You just get out
Yeah.
and go in by yourself?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you have a cell phone?
I do.
What's your number?
720-326-7373.
And your address is 265 Sunbeam Court, Erie.
Yes.
What's the zip code here?
80516.
So you go into the house. Chris, Celeste, and Bella are there? All right. And do Does Chris tell you what he wants you to do, or tells
Yeah.
you, tell me what Chris tells you? And you said, sorry, let me back up real quick. Shanann was not home, she was somewhere else.
Yes.
Where was she?
Arizona for her work.
And Chris told you that?
Yes, and I had seen posts on Facebook because I'm friends with Shanann.
Okay, so you saw it, you knew,
Yeah.
but Chris told you the same.
Yes.
Okay. So just tell me your conversation with Chris when you show up.
I walked in and then he asked what kind of pizza I liked because he was gonna order me and the girls pizza for dinner. So he got on the phone and ordered them pizza. He gave them their medicine before he left because he didn't want me to have to worry about that. And they were already in their pajamas and he said I just have to play with them and then at 7 o'clock lay them down to go to bed. And
So he told you to put them down at 7 p.m.?
Yes. And he just showed me where their cameras were for their rooms and showed me how to...
What kind of cameras?
They were like installed on the wall and there was like this little mini thing I could watch to make sure they were okay in their beds.
So like a little television you were watching and you could see the kids?
Yeah, it was like a handheld and it switched back from each room.
Was that part of their video surveillance or was it separate?
I think it was separate. And then...
Do you know if that recorded or was it just live?
I think it was just live.
Okay.
And then he gave me a cell phone number just in case I needed anything.
Do you remember what that is?
No, it was on the counter and I didn't need it. And then Shanann was texting me and she was like, "Are the girls okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're fine."
So Shanann knew you were there too?
Yes, she called me.
Did Chris ever text you?
No.
So Shanann knew you were there because Chris told her,
Yeah.
or did you tell her?
I think Chris told her.
So how did Chris leave the house? Well, so did he run you through these instructions? Do you recall what the girls were wearing?
Yes, they were wearing 2 nightgowns and actually a police officer came over today and they had pictures and they told me to pick out which ones they were wearing.
So they went through that with you.
Yeah.
Can you just describe them, what they were wearing, if you remember?
They were 2 nightgowns and I think one was blue and they just had like little kid like stars and hearts and sparkles and stuff on them.
Okay.
And I think the other one was like a peach color.
Okay. Remember what was on that one?
What's that?
Do you remember what was on that one?
They were kind of similar. It's still like the stars and the hearts. And I have a
Remember what-
picture of what Cece was wearing.
Did you take a picture of her that night?
Chris took the picture, I'm pretty sure.
On your phone?
No, he posted it on Facebook, or Shanann posted it because he was sending them pictures of the girls when she was checking in on them.
Okay, tell me how somebody got a picture of the girls that night.
I'm pretty sure it was taken on Chris's phone, and then I'm guessing he sent it to her, and then she had posted it on Facebook, so that's how I saw it.
Prior to him leaving for the game?
I can check when she posted it.
Okay.
Because I noticed that was the same exact thing she was wearing when I came over to watch them. Yeah, she posted it on Saturday at 10:30 at night, and that's the night I babysat.
Can I see that picture?
Yes. That's the youngest one, Celeste, but she goes by Cece too.
You don't mind if I take a picture of
Go
your
ahead.
phone?
Is it bad lighting?
It's fine. So she posted that Saturday, and that's the clothing that Celeste was wearing.
Yes.
The night that you babysat for them. So do you think that's prior? What time did you babysit? You got there at 4:30? What
Yeah.
time did you leave?
Around 10:30.
Were the kids sleeping?
Yes. So I'm guessing that was before I came because it's like.
Just making some notes, just a second. So you did not send that picture to Shanann?
Mm-mm.
Chris must have.
Yes.
Do you remember what Chris was wearing when he left?
A white t-shirt and darkish, almost black jeans.
Do you remember if the t-shirt had anything on it?
No, I think it was plain.
Do you remember his shoes?
No.
Was he wearing a jacket, anything else?
Mm-mm.
Does he wear glasses?
Yeah, he usually doesn't, but when he left, I'm pretty sure he was wearing his glasses.
Like reading glasses or sunglasses?
Reading glasses.
And he left you a phone number to reach him?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that, again, you said it was just written down on
Yeah.
the counter? It was written on a note?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who he left with?
No.
Did you see the vehicle or the car that he left in?
No, he told me to go distract the kids while he left so they didn't get upset that he was leaving.
Did you hear a car?
No.
Did he take his own truck, or do you think he left with somebody?
I'm not sure because his work truck was parked in front of the house, and I never looked in the garage or anything to see if any vehicles.
Did the work truck ever leave?
No.
What's his work truck look like?
It's big and brown, and it has like a bunch of mechanical stuff on the back of it. It looks like for the oil fields.
Does it have any markings on it?
No.
Does it say the name of the business?
No, it's blank. Because I remember the girls kept pointing it out because they're like, that's my daddy's truck.
So the girls are 3 and 4, but do they talk with you a lot?
Yes, they're very talkative.
They're very talkative?
Yes.
Okay. So did they tell you anything that was happening? Was there anything that was concerning that you heard?
Bella she sat by me and she was really concerned. Her little sister fell asleep before her, so she sat on the couch with me for a while, and she actually told me something. She's like, can I ask you something? And I was like, yeah. She was like, my little sister she told me if she eats coconut, she'll never be able to see her again. So I'm guessing that the littlest one has a severe allergy, and that's what they told her, that if she eats that, she'll never be able to see her again. And she was really upset by that.
Bella was?
Yeah.
And so if Cece ate coconut, she would potentially
Yeah,
die?
I know she has a tree nut allergy, but I never heard coconut. So I wonder if they just, I don't know if she got coconut.
So Cece has a tree nut allergy?
Yeah, like a severe one.
So you watch the children. He leaves you get there at 4:30. What time do you think he leaves?
Probably 4:45 after we've like gone through everything, and he orders the pizza for us.
Where was the pizza from?
Papa John's, I think.
Okay. And he leaves about 4:45. You didn't see who he left with.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you watch the kids. Any phone calls? Do you see anything out of place at the house? Is anything weird?
It seemed normal. They all were acting normal. The kids were having fun. And the house seemed fine.
Okay. And you put the girls down at 7.
Yeah.
And then what time does Chris come back?
Around 10:30.
Anybody else in the house while you're there? Just you and the 2 girls?
Yeah, my mom was waiting outside to pick me up because he told me 10, so my mom came at 10, but when he came home he said he had gotten stuck in some traffic, which was understandable.
Okay. And your mom was there to pick you up?
Yeah. She was waiting outside the house in her car.
She just waited in her car?
Yeah.
He gets home at 10:30, and he was at the Rockies game, right?
Yes.
That's where he said he was going?
Yes.
Did he mention anything that happened, or?
He just gave me the money and I left.
He didn't tell you? He said he got stuck in traffic?
Yeah.
Was he wearing the same clothing?
Yes.
And you didn't ever see who he came back with?
No, my mom saw him come home, so
Your mom did?
I bet if you...
Chris.
Hey, Chris, it's Officer James Frederick, PD.
How's it going?
Good. I was just calling to see if you had heard anything.
I haven't heard anything at all, sir.
Okay. Had you talked to the friends after we left some more?
Yeah, I've called the hospitals, and I had a couple friends stop by as well, and nobody's heard anything. They've even reached out to some people that I didn't know. So.
Okay. Do you have any contact info for some friends that you talked to on the phone? That way, do you have any suspicions at all where she'd be?
I honestly don't have any, inkling of where she would be unless somebody is just not telling me if we called them.
Okay. Do you have some people that I can call and let them know that we're looking for them, and if they don't necessarily want to tell you some stuff, that we would like to know where she's at? You know what I'm trying to say? That
Yeah.
maybe they're afraid to tell you some stuff, but they'd tell it to us?
Yeah. So, let me look here. So, do you have Addie Maloney's number?
No. Go ahead with that.
Okay, that's 240 393 6360.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam Paisley's number.
Just go ahead and give them all to me.
Okay, so Sam Paisley, 443 375 0973.
Okay.
Look through some text messages. Christina Meacham. Her number is 808 673 8601.
Okay. Any others?
Okay. I'm looking right through my text messages. Jeremy Lindstrom, 303 408 4899.
Okay. What
That's about all the new ones that I know you probably didn't have. I've heard from tonight.
when I was over there, we didn't ask what kind of marital problems are you guys having? Why are you guys wanting to separate?
mainly because, like, when we were apart for, let's see, she was in North Carolina for 5 weeks.
Is that North Carolina?
It just felt like, yeah, she went to North Carolina for 5 weeks, and
Okay.
I went down there for the last week, so 6 weeks altogether. And it was mainly just a disconnect. Like, we just fell out of love with each other. It was like once we got back, like once we were together again on that last week, it just never felt the same. And we talked about it while we were there, and it just felt that disconnect, and I just didn't feel like we were in love anymore.
Okay. Had you had any marital problems before that?
Not really. I mean, the main thing is, like, I could never really be myself, and, like, I felt like, you know, I could never just be who I was, like, before I met her, like, and she could never see me, and I feel like I'm just talking to, like, a psychiatrist about this right now, but, like, we just had that disconnect. Like, once I saw her again, it was just, like, no, it wasn't there anymore.
Okay. And it's going to be a hard question to answer, but is she seeing anyone else that you're aware of?
I mean, I'm not going to say no, because, I mean, it's totally possible.
Okay. Are you seeing anyone else that she isn't aware of?
No, I have not done that.
Okay. Well, are you going to work tomorrow?
I called my boss and told him that, you know, I'll come in early just to see what's going on, and, like, if my head's not there, like, he said he'd give me some, like, office stuff to do, and then I can just roll out.
Okay.
I was just gonna let you. I didn't know what you wanted me to do.
Yeah. So
right now it's hard to be in this house right now.
Right. If you hear anything, I want you to call us right away.
Oh, definitely. You guys, like, yeah, speed dial.
Yep. So I want you to call us right away, and that's that number that I underlined on your card there to the dispatch, because we may not always be in the office, but call that dispatch number right away, and then you can reach an officer 24/7 there.
Okay.
And then we'll most likely be in contact with you first thing in the morning if we don't hear anything from you tonight.
Okay.
To try and start backtracking some stuff, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Put the passcode in, because it was a 4-digit passcode before, and it was a 6-digit this one this time. So now, like,
013119.
yeah,
She knew her friend's passcode?
yeah, I didn't, because it used to be 2385, but we just changed it to 6.
How did Nikki know?
Maybe she knew it over the weekend, because I'd never seen a 6-digit passcode on her phone.
Is that normal to you that Nicole might share her passcode with somebody?
I wouldn't think so.
Do you know her to have done that before?
No, because she's only told me her passcode before. Like, her phone's her lifeline. So
Okay. Are she close with Nicole?
she's, decently close.
How long do they know each other?
Probably at least over a year.
How did they meet?
When Shanann's mom lived here, Shanann's mom worked at she's a hairdresser, and Nikki was like one of the managers.
Oh.
Nicole, sorry.
Okay. And then did Shanann get her hair done there or something by Nikki?
No,
Okay.
just Shannon's mom and Nicole were friends, and then Shannon got Nicole into the Thrive, and
Oh, okay.
went from there.
All right. So now we're at finding the phone, Nicole unlocking the phone, then what?
Waiting for everything to load up and watching all the text messages pop up, phone calls, missed calls pop up, and go from there.
And what were they?
It was just people asking, like, are you okay? Where are you? Type things.
Okay. All right. Okay, then what?
The police officer, he looks at the phone, he just kind of looks through it just to see, like, if anything looks, up any of the text messages. And then I walk downstairs and I'm looking around down there, seeing if I see anything at all. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
And then I think that was at, and at 4 o'clock, that's when, the officer had went over to the neighbor's house to see if he saw anything.
and detectives are asking Nicole and I questions about where she could have gone or she could do it. 4 p.m. Police checked neighbor security footage and questioned them as well. Okay? Have we talked about that? Is that what we're okay?
That's where we're at.
Anything else about that?
No, I mean, it just shows Nicole dropping her off, but her not walking up, and it shows me loading my truck up at the time that I told you I left.
Okay. Officer, detective, and sergeant come by to search the house and ask some more questions. How'd that go?
They just had me sign the paperwork to search the house,
Okay.
and I just waited outside and let them
Okay.
go through the house. It's a missing persons warrant, I guess.
Sure. Okay. And did they find any other clues? Okay. Begin calling around to anyone I know that could know something or maybe see Shanann. Calling locals, hospitals, and hospitals as well. 7:30 p.m. Friends, Nick and Amanda come by to show support. Okay, so 6 p.m. Begin calling around to anyone I know that could know something or maybe seen Shanann. What happened there?
Same thing, like everybody that I've talked to, it's just like they haven't heard from her, they haven't seen her, nothing. Call the hospital.
Who's helping you make these calls?
That's just me. Just at this point,
Were you by yourself?
I was by myself. I'm sure Nicole and other people were doing that while they were gone,
Okay.
because they were gone at this
Where
point.
did Nicole go?
Back to her house.
Back to her house.
She was there when they came back to search the house.
Nicole was?
She was parked outside.
When is this? 5
p.m.
o'clock?
Yeah, she was parked outside.
Did she come in and help them?
No.
Why not?
Well, because they told me to wait outside.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Is there any weapons in your house?
No.
Okay. If we wanted to bring a lot more people with a lot more tools and tricks to your house, could we do that tonight?
It's up to you.
Okay.
I was going to stay at a friend's house, and I was on my way over there
Okay.
tonight, but that's up to you.
You're gonna stay right at a friend's house?
I was.
Okay. If we were to get into your house without you there, how would we do it?
Punch the passcode in the front, 2385.
Okay. That's the garage passcode?
No, that's the front door.
And I thought you were supposed to latch or something, prevent you from getting in.
I know, but if you don't latch it, it's...
Is that latch now?
Yeah.
Okay. We might think about that. I think it's a good idea.
All right.
What do you think?
I was just going to go to her friend's house because I couldn't stay there. Last night I couldn't sleep there.
What friend's house?
Nick and Amanda.
Oh, is that her friends or your friends?
They're both our friends.
Okay.
I run with Nick,
Okay. And we say her, is that your wife or is that Nichols?
my wife.
Your wife's, Shanann's friends?
Yeah.
Okay. Nick and Amanda.
I think they're waiting outside right now, actually.
Oh, are they? Were they the ones I saw on TV?
More than likely.
Okay.
One bald guy?
Young kid with the brim ball cap?
Yeah.
Colorado or something,
Yep.
maybe?
That was Nick.
That was Nick? Okay. I thought Nick was, no wait, Nicole's, what's Nicole's son?
Nick?
So there's 2 Nicks now?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nicole's son is Nick,
Yeah.
and your friend is Amanda.
Amanda and Nick. Yeah.
Are they married?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, I should say like a Nick and Amanda Thayer. Put it that way.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know the Thayer name. They showed up at the house at some point, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Good friends?
Mm-hmm.
I know reason to worry about that.
No.
How do you and Shanann know that?
The Amanda through Thrive, or actually Amanda was at Primrose at where the kids went to school.
Okay.
She used to be director there.
Oh.
And once she left as a director position, when she left to go to a different school, that's when Shanann got her on Thrive and became friends, and me and Nick started running. And
Okay, that's, all right. Friends of the commercial sport. Friend, is that Lauren Arnold?
Yep.
Who's that?
Shanann's high school friend
Okay.
was here.
And how'd she find out about all this?
Facebook.
And so did you ask them who and where Shanann might be?
Oh yeah, like Shanann, Lauren and Shanann were actually supposed to meet up that day.
To do what?
Meet up at the house for just pregnancy pal thing.
At your house?
Mm-hmm.
What time?
Don't know.
Was there any communication about that?
Not to me.
How do you know?
That was the first I heard of it because she said that they were supposed to meet up that day.
Oh, when she came over at 8,
Yeah.
she said, holy cow, we were going to meet together, something like that.
Yeah, like that. When she heard about everything on Facebook about Shanann being missing, she's like, yeah, her and I were supposed to. Lauren said her and I were supposed to meet up and do a little pregnancy pal thing.
Is Lauren pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. First kid?
Third.
Okay. That's, both third kids. So they were just going to meet up because they're expecting mothers.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna hang out
Yeah.
and probably see each other in a while.
Okay.
I ain't worried about her though.
Okay.
thing that I can think of is somebody I don't know.
Okay. Does your gut tell you that Shanann and the kids walked out, or that they were taken out?
Yesterday I would have said they walked out. Today I would have said I'm leaning the other direction.
Okay. Friends Dave Cologne and Jeremy Lindstrom come by to show support. Who are they?
Dave Cologne, when I worked for Ford, he ran an auto body shop. He actually works for Boulder County Sheriff's Department now.
Oh, okay.
And Jeremy Lindstrom, he worked in the sales department at Ford when I was a tech, and he works in a Ford dealership now.
Okay.
And Jeremy's daughter just watched the kids over that this past weekend too, so we know them pretty well.
Oh, what's his daughter's name?
McKenna.
Okay. Was she the one watching the kids the night before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I saw her name in her report or something. How did that go with Dave and Jeremy?
Oh, good. They're just there just to show support, just chilling in the kitchen.
Just two of them?
Yeah, then that's me. Yeah, me and them.
And Lauren and all them had gone by then?
Oh yeah, everybody else is gone by then.
Okay. When they come over to show support, what are you guys talking about?
Just talking about like what could have happened. Like, do you think she could have gone somewhere? Do you think she's actually taken? Like, what? Like, just random questions like that. And then they're just talking about just other stuff to kind of get things off my head a little bit.
Okay. Okay. 10 o'clock. I lay in bed and proceed to take calls from friends and family the rest of the night. How did that go?
I'm just answering. Nobody can sleep as far as East Coast, anything like, Addie, Sam.
Who's Addie and Sam again?
Addie, they're leaders in Thrive.
Okay.
They're people that Shanann reaches up to.
Okay. Have we talked to them?
Oh yeah, he talked to them on the phone.
You have.
I texted them. It's all on there.
Okay. And so the real live communication since we couldn't find Shanann?
Yeah,
Right now? Okay. Have police talked to them?
I believe so.
Okay. Just on the phone?
Yes.
Are they in North Carolina?
No, they're like northeast,
Northeast what?
like Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, over there.
Who else calls?
See, her mom, talked to my parents, talked to my sister, texted with Kelly, that's another, she lives in New Jersey. Oh, who else? Jeremy, Dave, all those people.
Okay. All right. Can we talk about something that's kind of hard to talk about? So when I work investigations like this, I have to keep an open mind on everything. Okay. And part of keeping an open mind is listening to you talk about your wife and your marriage. And the day she goes missing is the day that you guys have marital discord. Okay. So you can understand what I'm thinking about you.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Makes me sick to my stomach, honestly. Like, I know, like, I've talked to a few of my friends who's like, this does not look good on you. I'm like, I know. It's like, if people knew that we were having marital issues, they're going to look at me, especially with the way everything looks. It honestly just makes me sick to my stomach because this is something that I would never do. Ever. I know, like, you have to look at every